Hello, for the purposes of this assignment, I am Cary Grant and I'm in my Sandbox course. And I wanted to give you an introduction to groups. The things that I'm going to show you in this screencast, I would like you to try it out. And that would be your today's assignment. We'll be adding other things as we go along, but it's just a gentle introduction to groups. We did a lot with the grade book yesterday and it came rather late, so that's something I want you to concentrate on. But we will spend more time on groups. I'll probably use another full day or part of a day to cover groups, but today let's just do a little gentle introduction. So groups, what are groups? Groups are a way of organizing your course, either the whole course content or just different activities, individual activities, so that students can work together on those assignments. In addition, the teacher can look at the groups separately and look at the assignment submissions from each group and grade them accordingly. So let's just take a quick look at the group settings. There's two places you can do group settings. You could do it at the course level. Look at that right now. If we go under Edit Settings, and it's quite far down. Remember, you want to try this in your Sandbox course when you get it going. It's under Groups. And the default mode is no groups. There's also separate groups and visible group. So separate groups, that's where the group members can see one another, but they can't see any other groups. So as far as they're concerned, they're the only ones there. And visible groups are groups that they're aware of the other groups. They can see their own members and they can see the members of the other group. But basically, groups rather, they basically interact with one another. Okay, so let's just, right now for group mode, let's do visible groups. The default, like I said, is no groups. And we're not going to force the group mode. That means the teacher can choose whether activities are in group mode or not. So let's save and display. So now we've got our default group mode. We've got to create our groups. And groups you do under the administration panel, under users, and then groups. And I'm going to show you a very easy way of making groups. Groupings we'll cover later. A very easy way to create groups is to auto-create groups. And you can pretty much just leave all these as they are. The one thing that you do, you have to, the scheme's already pre-selected. Anything with a red asterisk you have to do. Group member count, class. I have, I think, 11 students, 11 members. So what we're going to do for an auto member count, let's just say that we have 4 members per group. And we can leave everything. Everything's going to be just happen as it is. And we're going to preview this, what this looks like. So there's my groups. I've got 4 groups. One has 2 members, one has 3, the others have 3. You know what? I want a more even split. Let's make these a little smaller group. So basically they're working in 3s. Let's make this 3. Preview that. Yes, I like that better. So two groups of 4 and 1 group of 3. And I'm going to submit that. So there we go. There's our groups. And we can return to our course page. I'm not making groupings yet. That's for later. Okay, to continue on, I want to show you this from a student's perspective. So in another browser, I'm logged on as Queen Victoria, and Queen Victoria is a member of Cary Grant's class, Sandbox class. And I just want to show you, remember we set that the group mode to visible groups? So let's see what that looks like. Under the participants link, if Queen Victoria goes to the participants link of this course, she can see visible groups, and she can see the members of her group. So those are the members of her group. But she can also see other groups. So she can see Group A. Now she can't work with this group, but she can see them, and Group C. and of course her own group again. All participants she could even look at, everyone in the class. So that's what happens when you don't force it, but you set the group mode for the course as visible group. Okay, so let's go back under Cary Grant's account. Okay, what I want to do, I want to take this particular assignment, describing garments, and I want only group A to see it. I don't want group B to see it. You remember, if we look at participants, Group B, I think, has Queen Victoria. Yes, that's Group B. So if we restrict it to just Group A, only these students will be able to see that assignment. So let's take a look how you do that. I'm going to go back to the course. And I'm going to go to this assignment. I'm going to edit it. Edit settings. And your administrator has to have conditional activities set at the site level for this to work. But I'm going to restrict access. And I'm going to add a restriction. I could add as many as I want. But I'm going to add one, which is a group restriction. So we're going to add a group restriction. And we're going to select it. We just want it for Group A. And if I save and return to the course right now, we can see under Queen Elizabeth's site that this is now grayed out. It says it's not available unless you belong to Group A. Well, what if we just wanted to hide it completely? I will show you how to do that. Okay, so let's go to edit this again. Going to restrict access. And if we click this eyeball, it'll hide it completely from all other groups. So you have to be a member of Group A for this to work. Save and return to course. And I will go back to Queen Elizabeth, and I'm going to refresh the screen. And you can see it's gone completely now. So that's a good way if you want to hide activities. Say you had an alternate group that needed a little bit extra help with a language or extra interventions. That's one good reason to use that. Anyway, I'd like you to try these activities today out. We're going to have it kind of an easy day because I gave you a lot yesterday to work with your grade book. And you can ask questions and you can try these activities out. And no real assignment yet. I think I want to hear some feedback from you, what things you want to try with the group activities. But just try it out right now and see if you can do some of that.